I'm Tyler Robertson, and this is Gamepad. Xbox and Bethesda have both announced the dates and times for their respective E3 2017 press conferences, and it seems the usual schedule is changing up a bit. Microsoft, who usually has their conference on the Monday morning of E3 week, will now be having theirs on Sunday, June 11th at 2 p.m. Pacific Time. Bethesda will also take a Sunday slot, although their first two conferences have been on Sundays as well. Bethesda will take the stage at 7 p.m. Pacific. It seems E3 is going through a few changes this year, as the show will also be open to the public for the first time. Last year, they kind of teased it with E3 Live, which was an open portion of the show, which lasted for a couple of days at the beginning of the week. E3 2017 will run from June 13th through the 15th, with the press conferences happening in the days before, as per usual. The long-awaited Crash Bandicoot remaster called the N.Sane trilogy will release on June 30th, 2017, according to Activision, who announced the date on Thursday. Polygon reported that the trilogy, which includes Crash 1, Crash 2, and Crash Warped, will cost $39.99. The N.Sane trilogy will be fully remastered versions of each game and will be enhanced for 4K on PlayStation 4 Pro, featuring what Sony is aptly calling Fur K, because he's a Bandicoot. Anyway, Watch Dogs 2 was patched this week, adding bug fixes, new outfits for Marcus, and a few other things. But the biggest surprise was an extension made to the final cutscene of the game. I won't spoil the end of the game itself, but after that final scene ends, a window now pops up with an audio file. It starts playing and two unnamed characters start talking. Check out what they said.
How much of this is hyperbole? Has it really gone global?
There are new dead sex cells popping up everywhere. The Middle East, South America, Europe. And not just them, we can't even keep up with all the new hacktivist groups.
All right. Make the call.
You sure?
Do it.
That list of places the one guy talked about where dead sex cells are popping up is interesting, but what's even more is that the title of the file is a set of coordinates. If you punch those numbers into Google Maps, you end up somewhere in Brixton, London. So is this where Watch Dogs 3 takes place? We know that the upcoming expansions to Watch Dogs 2 will all take place in San Francisco, so it seems likely. Ubisoft actually told Kotaku, quote, "The production team wanted to include a little something extra at the end of the campaign to expand the Watch Dogs lore and hint at the potential future of DedSec," end quote. While Watch Dogs 2 has had a rough times in terms of sales, the game has been received pretty well by critics, and Ubisoft has said that the Watch Dogs franchise is one of its biggest focuses. The first expansion for Watch Dogs 2, called Human Conditions, will release on February 21st for PlayStation 4 players, and on March 23rd for those playing on Xbox One and PC. On Friday, EA released the first in a multi-part video series that will give details to some of the different aspects of Mass Effect Andromeda. The first video focuses on combat and the changes that BioWare has made to the systems to make it more enjoyable. We get a look at the new jump jet, which allows you to dodge, jump, and hover to make maneuvering around the battlefield fast and easy. They've made it so that no matter how you deck out your character, you'll be able to use any type of gun, whether that be a shotgun, sniper, pistol, or assault rifle. There are also new kinds of weapons due to the fact that the game takes place in a new galaxy. Milky Way guns are a lot like the guns from the previous games. Remnant weapons use overheating beams, and Helios weapons use plasma, which allows for heat-seeking projectiles. Tech skills like shields, cloaks, and deployable turrets will also be available, as well as biotics, which will let you defy gravity, pull enemies, and a bunch more. And with the skill tree, you'll be able to upgrade all of these to customize Rider to your playstyle. To watch the full video, you can check out the Mass Effect YouTube channel. Thanks for watching another episode of Gamepad, the weekly show that catches you up on all things video games. 2017 is really about to get going, so get pumped. Oh, and remember to get on that free weekend that both PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live are having. I'm Tyler, and I'll see you next time.